Hi, it's that time of the year where we're either getting marathon ready or trying to get our bikini bodies. Well, I am, you're not. And I'm joined by Kieran Alger, T3's editor-in-chief and marathon runner extraordinaire, who's been testing out some fitness bands for us. So we've got the Garmin VivoFit, the Nike Fuel Band SE. We've also got the Jawbone Up 24 and the Polar Loop. So you've been testing them all out.
I have, yeah. I've put these all through their paces.
How long have you been testing them for?
I've used these over time for about a month.
Okay, cool. So good testing.
Giving them a good thorough working out, yeah.
Good, literally.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
Thorough working out. Right, so let's start with the Garmin VivoFit, which one is it?
It's the teal one.
The teal one. Okay,
teal.
this
The
one.
green, the turquoisey teal.
This one.
Yes.
So design of it. So we'll talk about the design, we'll talk about what they do,
Yeah.
and then we'll talk about what you think of them.
Okay. In terms of the design, actually this is one of my favourite. In terms of comfort, it's made from a nice kind of rubberized material, and it sits really nicely on the wrist. It's fairly ergonomic underneath, and it's kind of light. You kind of don't notice it's there, which is really positive from these things. You don't really want to feel that they're there when you're sleeping or when you're moving around, and this is one of them that actually ticks the box. It's easy to close and open, and the clasp, and it's actually fairly simple to control with just a single button on the front. The screen is fairly rudimentary. It's a bit basic, but that has value that we'll talk about later on in terms of the battery life. It's really simple to operate. There's a few screens that go through to provide the statistics. But above all, I think on a design point of view, one of the nicest and the simplest fitness bands that I've tested.
So it works, the screen pops out, right?
Yes.
So you kind of pop that in.
Yeah,
I really like it. I like the colour of it. Does it come in different colours?
It does.
So it's just different colours.
I
So
think
you can suit any outfit.
Yeah, I think you can get teal, you can get black, and you can pop it out. There's also different sizes of the wristbands if you've got a smaller wrist, and you can mix and match it up with whatever you're wearing at the time.
Okay, so what does it do?
So what this will do, it kind of does what most of the fitness bands do. It's your sort of standard tracking, so it'll track movement, it'll do steps, it'll track calorie burn based on some statistics you put in the beginning, height and weight. It also works in the swimming pool. It's waterproof, so the good thing is that this can be used throughout your overall kind of workout, where some have to be left at the side of the pool. It'll show you when you've been inactive for a period of time with a little red bar across the top of the screen.
So it tells you to get off the sofa.
It'll tell you to get up and move about if you've been sat on your
beep?
arse. It doesn't vibrate or beep. That's the problem. You have to actually check it. That's one of the sort of downsides of it.
If I saw that you had an inactivity bar, I'd definitely tell you. I'd be like, oh, you've been a fat lad today.
You can actually see right now that I have been mainly. So, yeah, it's quite good for that kind of point of view. It does sort of instigate movement, which is, you need to be moving often rather than just doing a set hour workout really hard. It's good to be moving and active throughout the day for a kind of better health profile.
Did you find that did that? Did you find that you did look at it and then kind of go, all right, I better move to the water cooler or...
Yeah, I did. You can see afterwards, you can go back in when you connect it with the app, you can actually see in a given day where you've been really sedentary. And actually that's a bit of a wake-up call. I like to think that I'm pretty active and move around a lot, but actually the reality is that I spend a lot of time sat at my desk not doing a lot.
And that tells you to move.
And it'll get me moving, yeah.
So what about the accuracy? Is it quite good with accuracy? So did you find that it was good at telling you how far you'd run, how many calories, or did it vary?
That's also one of the bonuses actually with the Garmin VivoFit. It's with a lot of the other fitness bands, you're just putting in your height, your weight, and it will give you a rough estimation of your calorie burn. With the VivoFit, you can pair a heart rate chest strap, which makes the calorie burn more accurate, particularly if you're doing it during different workouts. The other interesting thing that you'll see from it actually is there's a big variation between something like the Nike Fuel Band and the VivoFit, the Polar, in terms of how many steps you've taken. Which one's more accurate is fairly tricky to tell. But I like the fact that you can enhance the accuracy with a chest strap.
So you said that you wear it with a chest strap. That's got a heart rate monitor in it as well.
No.
That hasn't.
No,
right,
no, actually not on the wrist. You have to have the separate chest strap.
So you have to buy the extra bit to have that.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it works with an app.
Yes.
How good is the app?
Unfortunately, the VivoFit is good in most other areas. It's great that you can swim with it. It's great that it pairs with a chest strap. It's well designed. The battery life is great.
Yeah.
The app is where it starts to actually sort of fall down a bit. It pairs with the Garmin Connect app, and you can bring on the information from all your other kind of Garmin devices, so a running watch, let's say. So it's nice that it puts it into...
Because they've got a lot of heritage with running watches, haven't they, Garmin?
Yes, yeah. And it's nice that you can see all of that in one place, but actually the level of detail and the pairing is sometimes a little bit flaky, but the level of detail is sort of very, very top level. I'd like to see more, particularly in and around the kind of sleep tracking that it does.
Okay, and what about sleep? So what does it actually do with the sleep tracker? It just tells you when you deep sleep, or is it kind of rudimentary?
Again, it's sort of top level, so it'll tell you how many hours you've been asleep for, or when we say
I can tell
sleep.
myself that.
Yeah,
Look
exactly. Just go. I went to bed. It's when it kind of says when you've been moving and not moving.
Right,
so you can see in the app, you can see during the night a little graph that will say you moved a lot here, and it kind of and not so much there. So it doesn't break it down into deep and light sleep as some of the others do.
Okay. So if you had to say one thing, what is it best for? If there was someone looking to buy this, it would be best for?
I think it's best for battery life, for total use and battery life. It's the one that you don't have to charge it. It has a battery that will last a year.
A year?
Yeah, so there's no charging.
You don't need to charge it?
No.
So it doesn't have a charging port, does it?
No, it's basically like an old school watch battery.
Okay.
And so that, in terms of actually keeping your stats consistent and using it every day, that's probably the best that you can get.
And what happens after a year? Would you just get another one?
You can change the battery out.
Okay.
So unscrew the back.
And then just get an everyday watch.
And then get a little bit of DIY.
Keeping it old school. That's fine.
But it's great. That's one of the things with these. You need to